It's everywhere. In your kitchen bin, in the alley behind your office, in landfills stretching farther than the eye can see. We live surrounded by it, buried under it, but for a select few, it's the foundation of unimaginable wealth. Towering heaps in Manila, where scavengers climb like ants over plastic bottles. A landfill the size of 3,000 football fields in the United States. Cargo ships loaded with waste containers bound for distant shores. Every single day, humanity throws away over 2 billion tons of garbage. To most people, it's a nuisance, a problem to get rid of. But to a hidden elite, it's not trash, it's gold. These are the trash tycoons, men and women who built empires on the stuff you'd never touch. An industry so powerful, it decides what happens to your waste before you even throw it away. And here's the part they don't want you to know. It's one of the most profitable, boring businesses in history. From high-tech recycling plants worth billions to secret landfill deals that quietly mint millionaires, this is the story of how garbage became a multi-trillion-dollar game, and why, no matter where you live, you're already part of it. Today, we dig into the secret empire built on trash, an empire you've never noticed, but that's been watching you your entire life. Every morning before the world wakes up, an invisible army goes to work. In the still hours of the night, trucks rumble through empty streets, collecting the evidence of our daily lives: apple cores, coffee cups, receipts, broken toys, old clothes, forgotten things that tell the real story of our civilization. We throw away an average of 1.6 kilograms, 3.5 pounds, of waste per person per day. In 2025, that means over 2 billion tons of waste globally, every single year. The mountains of trash we produce aren't just a local nuisance, they are a planetary phenomenon. Imagine 822,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. That's how much garbage we generate annually. The scale of the problem. United States generates about 292 million tons of municipal solid waste each year. That's 4.9 pounds per person per day. China produces over 400 million tons annually, much of it from rapid urbanization and industrial growth. Nigeria, India, Brazil. Growing economies face a waste crisis without the infrastructure to handle it, resulting in open dumping and dangerous burning practices. The waste crisis is not just about overflowing bins. It's about the silent systems working behind the scenes, deciding where trash goes, who profits from it, and who suffers because of it. The hidden complexity. Waste isn't just garbage, it's sorted into categories. Organic waste, food scraps, yard waste, biodegradable materials. Recyclables, plastics, glass, metals, paper. Hazardous waste, chemicals, batteries, medical waste. E-waste, old phones, computers, electronics. Each category has its own market, its own players, and its own global trade routes. In rich countries, waste is an industry. In poorer countries, it's survival. In cities like Lagos, waste pickers, often children, spend long days sifting through refuse for plastic bottles or scrap metal they can sell. In Tokyo, AI-powered sorting facilities can process 70 tons of waste per hour without a single human hand touching the material. And here, where the story shifts, because the problem of trash is exactly what makes it such a powerful business. The more we throw away, the more money someone else makes. Garbage doesn't just disappear, it moves, and the people who control that movement control billions of dollars. It's hard to imagine now, but for most of human history, garbage collection didn't exist. People dumped waste outside their doors, in rivers, or in open pits. Cities stank. Disease was rampant. But when urbanization exploded in the 19th century, the chaos reached a tipping point. The early days. In London, the Great Stink of 1858, when the River Thames became so polluted it shut down Parliament, forced the city to confront waste management head-on. In New York City, garbage lined the streets until a reform movement in the 1890s pushed for municipal sanitation departments. The first organized garbage collection services were often run by local contractors, not the city itself, who were paid to haul waste to the outskirts, dump it, or burn it. When garbage became valuable, something unexpected happened. Businesses realized that not all waste was waste. In the early 1900s, metal scrap dealers began buying discarded copper, steel, and iron from city dumps. Paper mills sourced cheap recycled pulp from old newspapers. Rendering plants collected animal remains for soap and fertilizer production. Suddenly, waste wasn't just a public health problem. It was a raw material supply chain. Garbage became a commodity, and where there's value, there's business. By the 1920s, large private firms were bidding for city contracts to handle garbage collection, not out of civic duty, but because the waste stream could be monetized. The mob connection. The garbage industry's high value and cash-heavy nature made it a perfect target for organized crime. In mid-20th century America, mafia families in New York and New Jersey infiltrated garbage hauling routes. They used violence to enforce exclusive territories, ensuring no competition. City officials were bribed to grant long-term contracts to mob-controlled companies. For decades, waste hauling in major U.S. cities was a shadowy blend of legitimate contracts and underworld enforcement. The corporate takeover. In the 1960s and 70s, corporate America stepped in. Companies like Waste Management, Inc. and Republic Services began buying out small haulers, consolidating routes, and introducing standardized collection systems. The modern garbage empire was born. What started as a fight against disease became a trillion-dollar global industry, one built on contracts, landfills, recycling plants, and the unbreakable truth that humans will always make more trash. Trash isn't just an environmental headache. It's a highly engineered business model designed to squeeze revenue from every step of the process. In the waste industry, garbage is gold, if you know how to handle it. 1. Municipal contracts, the gateway to big money. Cities and counties don't want to manage trash directly. They pay private companies to do it. Contracts can run 5 to 20 years, often worth tens or hundreds of millions. Because garbage collection is essential, these deals are recession-proof. People generate trash in good times and bad. Example: New York City spends over $1.5 billion annually just on sanitation services, with a significant portion going to private contractors. 2. Collection fees, guaranteed cash flow. Households and businesses pay monthly waste collection fees. Residential, a few dollars per week per household, multiplied by thousands or millions of households. Commercial, restaurants, malls, and factories pay far more because of volume and specialized pickup needs. This creates predictable, recurring revenue, the holy grail of any business. 3. Landfill tipping fees, charging for disposal. The most profitable stage for many companies, owning the landfill. Haulers pay a tipping fee for every ton dumped. Rates can be $50 $100 per ton in the U.S. If you own both the hauling service and the landfill, you make money twice, once to collect, once to dispose. Landfill ownership is the waste industry's version of owning the oil well. Control the resource, control the money. 4. Recycling, turning old into gold. Recycling plants take in paper, plastic, and metals. Companies then sell processed materials to manufacturers. Aluminum cans are particularly profitable. Recycling them uses 95% less energy than producing new aluminum. Metals from electronics, gold, copper, palladium, are extracted and sold for high prices. Even when recycling markets crash, Municipalities are still contractually obligated to pay for collection. 5. Industrial waste and hazardous materials. Specialized waste, like medical biohazard, chemical sludge, or construction debris, is an ultra-high-margin business. Companies charge premium rates due to safety regulations and complex disposal requirements. This niche can account for up to 30% of profits, despite being a small percentage of total volume. 6. Renewable energy from trash. Modern landfills capture methane gas from decomposing waste and convert it into electricity or natural gas. The gas is sold to utility companies or used to power the landfill's own operations. This adds a bonus revenue stream from waste that's already been paid for twice. The waste business isn't just about picking up garbage, it's a vertically integrated empire. From your trash can to the power grid, every stage is engineered to generate income. Behind the rumble of garbage trucks and the smell of the landfill lies a small club of corporate titans who control the world's waste and the billions that come with it. 1. Waste Management Inc., WM, the king of trash. Founded in 1968, WM is the largest waste company in North America. Operates over 250 active landfills, 100 recycling facilities, and thousands of collection trucks. Annual revenue, over $21 billion. They own much of the infrastructure, meaning they don't just haul garbage, they own the destination. Fun fact, WM's brand color green is so recognizable it's been nicknamed Trash Green in the industry. 2. Republic Services, the challenger. Revenue, around $13 billion annually. Republic thrives on massive municipal contracts in densely populated states like California, Texas, and Florida. Known for high efficiency and fuel-saving routing technology that shaves millions off operational costs. While waste management dominates in size, Republic often underbids just enough to win huge urban contracts. 3. Veolia, the European waste giant. Headquartered in France. While tech companies chase the next big thing, the trash industry quietly cashes in every single week. It's not flashy, it's not glamorous, but it's forever. And that was just the beginning. What you've seen so far is only half the story. Because beyond this billion-dollar landfill lies a future that's stranger and far more profitable than you could ever imagine. In Part 2, we'll dive into the rise of smart cities, billionaire trash kings, and the dark, hidden underworld of the so-called trash mafia. We'll uncover how garbage is secretly powering entire nations, and why the most boring business in the world might be the most unstoppable empire of our time. So if you think you've seen it all, trust me, you haven't. Check the description and head to Part 2. The real gold is still buried beneath the trash.